Hey guys, how are we doing? How is we doing tonight? I'm going to go to Birmingham next week for the glasses. Good night, comrades. Good night. Good night. Good morning. Good morning. I bought a book today and it says the 12 laws of the universe. Yes, let's read something from it. 12 laws of the universe. We have one. I like this one. It says the law of divine oneness, because we are all interconnected, we are all one. Let's tell you what it says. That's introduction there. Greetings, good night, good morning, good evening. Where are we? We're tuning in. The law of divine oneness. So there's some little, paragraphs here that they single out, guys. And it says people normally cut reality into compartments and so are unable to see the interdependence of all phenomena. To see one in all and all in one is to break through the great barrier which narrows one perception of reality. Hi, guys. Good morning. Thank you. As you come on, please like the live. Thank you. Then there's a little bit here. It says, every single atom inside of you is connected in some way, shape, or form to the rest of the universe you move through. Hi, guys. How are we doing? Hi, how are you? Please like the live, guys, as you come on. Yes. I want you to write with me. So the prompt tonight is on a dark winter's night. That's the prompt. On a dark winter's night. Yes. So I was just saying, thank you for liking the live. I was just saying, Grayson Fox. Hi. Sean, how are you doing? I was saying I've bought this book on Amazon a few days ago. It says the 12 laws of the universe. And it's written by Manhardeep Singh. So because I am so in tune with all these multiverse and things and the interconnectedness, I bought it. I have covered it on here before, but it's one to buy, guys, if you are into these things, because this will teach you a lot. It says here on the back, 12 Laws of the Universe, I like to say multiverse, is an intriguing self-realization book. If you like self-improvement, therapeutic, life-changing books, then you love Manhardeep Singh's indispensable book. Yes? So it's one to have. I am telling you. No, so before Christmas, I ordered some of my own books, guys. These are my books. I ordered 12 dozen of one. No, 1 dozen of one, 1 dozen of one, and 1 dozen of one. And something happened and they had to return it. So they gave me back my money, refund it. So I said, let me go and pick up a dozen of this one here. So I've got a dozen of this because coming up next week, I have 1 gig on the 24th and I have 1 gig on the 26th this month. So now I bought my books, I can take them with me on my gigs. And I can sell and sign at the same time. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that the most wonderful time of the year? Thank you guys for your refer. That's all you can refer. That's all you can greet me with. On this lovely Tuesday afternoon, dark and cold. You only can greet me with a swear word, eh? Can you say, Aria and Brooklyn, how are you, little miss? How are you doing, my love? No, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to open my platform with it. You must know me by some other words, not by those words. Know me by Empress Mahatwan. Know me by Sem1. Don't know me by those words. They are not bad words, but I only use them when I'm in trouble, when I'm depressed, when I'm struggling, I use them. I don't want to use them just for using them. You understand? I'm so good. Thank you. Yes, I'm so happy you're good. Kings, I ain't saying it now for your benefit. I only say those words when I'm struggling, when I'm tired, when I'm frustrated, when I'm exhausted. I don't want to say them loosely because they are not joke words. They are not bad words, but they are not words to joke about it. So I just want to say it when it makes sense. You know what I mean? Miss Amanda Dilworth. So we're writing tonight. I've got a little piece of what we wrote the other night, but it wasn't finished. But what I do, I have a new title tonight, and it says, on a cold night, on a wet, cold night in winter. Let me write it down before me. So the prompt tonight is on a wet, cold. We could put dark in dark night in winter. That's the prompt for tonight. Hey friend, hey Amanda, I finally made a live in picking up shifts at the job. That's good, man. That's good news. Exactly. It's not that kind of live. Amanda, I don't know if I did not share. I need to share my thing with you. It's on Instagram. I need to share, a few weeks ago I said I was going on a radio interview. Well, I did the interview and I got the link. I got the link for the interview. It's beautiful. I didn't know I have it in me. So it's I need to share the link. So it's 1 hour long. But I need to share the link with you so that you can listen to it. It's via Zoom. It was via a Zoom chat, and it's not a video, it's audio. It's audio, a weird existing law. Guys, we have a question. It says a weird existing law. I would say a weird existing law is one that we don't have control over. We have no freedom. So, guys, answer that question, a weird existing law. What do you think it is? So, Skylar Basketball Girl, can you say shout out to Skylar? Hi Skylar, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I hope peace is reigning in your life. I hope you're good. I hope everything is going as according to your plan. Yeah, big love, big respect. Amanda says, hey, friend. I said that already. King said, it's not that kind of, that's Amanda said that. That's true. Oh, yes, I'd love to hear it. I know it's booming, man. I don't know. How should I shared it on WhatsApp. I shared it on Instagram. Have you got You've got Instagram, Amanda. If you got Instagram, I'll share it on there for you so you can listen. It was so straightforward, and I think I answered the questions that the guy asked to the best of my ability, because we're talking about my books, and where the love of writing comes from. And I was talking about that, and I used to write my grandmother's letter because she could not read. And I used to write pen pals, I used to have hundreds of pen pals. So that strengthens my love for writing, We don't have salt water, laugh out loud. Can I give me a shout out? Rocco Rizard, can I give me? How are you doing, my love? I hope you're well. Big love. In Oyo, it's illegal to fish for whales on Sunday. So why would you want to shop? What's it called? Why would you want to fish for whales? Do you eat them? Do you eat them, Amanda? Shout out to Rocco Wizard. We don't have salt water. But what you mean? You don't have sea where you live, or you can put the salt in the water, whatever. I don't understand. Hello, Rocco. Hello, how you doing? I am good, man. I'm just vibing. I want to write with you guys. I'm having bad days. What's the matter? Kevin says the price tag on education. That's a weird existing law. That's it. Thank you for that. Big love, big up yourself, Rocco. Kevin Mackey says, price tag on education. That's a good one. I am behind you with that one. I beg to second it. It's a weird existing law to be putting price on learning. So Rocco, what's the matter? You're having a bad day. What's the matter? What's going on? Amanda said, laugh out loud. We don't have whales in our waters. Laugh out loud. It's only fresh water. You don't want whales. Let them stay in the ocean where they belong. Ain't it? So as Amanda said, so as silly Ohio law That makes no sense. We can't fish whales on Sundays. Love for Lord. We don't have whales here. I got it. I got it. So that's part of the question, a weird existing law. That's a good one. Big love, guys. Big respect, big manners. So who wants to start the writing with me? It says, on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. That's the prompt. So now that we are in the season of winter, it's cold. Oh God, it's so cold here, guys. I can't tell you. And the heater is on. This is a different type of cold here now in England. So it's raining, it's cold, it's dark, oh God, it's gray. I don't know. So let's write something about it. Rocker Wizard said, my brother passed away. I'm sorry to hear, my love. Condolences. No, the issue that we have is nobody promised us that we would live forever. Yes, so we live, we die. But some people, death will come sooner for them and some will come later. So my condolences. I'm so sorry to hear. Amanda said the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. Is that for the poem? Let me jot it in. I love it. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, the trees stand naked. I love it already. The trees stand naked, skeletal and thin. S-K-E-T-E. Skeletal and thin. While the frost tries to find a way, while the frost tries to find a way. I love it already. Under the skin. So let's go over. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. I love that line, Amanda. That's magnificent. Ruko, I don't know. Said his brother was only 16 and he died. What happened to him? What happened? I'm so sorry to hear. My condolences. Oh my God, car crash. Who was driving the car? Was he driving the car or somebody else? This is so sad. To be honest, guys, I wish no one dies. I wish we all could live forever. But at the same time, when older people died, it kind of easier because then you're saying they live their life, they live a good life, whatever, good or bad, but they live long and died. But when a 16-year-old or a 20, one of my relative died as well from a bike accident in Jamaica. Tomorrow is the grave digging. And he was only 20. So it's so sad. Somebody else was driving. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry to hear. Condolences. May his soul rest in peace. Amanda said, the sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. Amanda, you went away and you came back hard, I must say. Hi, Kemi Falaid, how you doing? Greetings. The sky is a bruise of charcoal. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. Hey, my. Kemi says, good. I'm happy you're good. I want we all to be good, you know? I want all of us to be good. Roka said, I'm going to go by. Keep doing what you're doing and don't give up. Thank you. See? Even though you're mourning, and even though you have death on your side, you still have good words to tell somebody. I like that about you, Roko. I like that about you because some people, when they are sad, they can't give a good word. And even though you're sad and you lost your brother, who is only 16, you still can tell me a good word. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate every single word. So go with grace. Go with grace. And the sadness will, a part of the Bible says, weeping may endure through the night, but joy will come in the morning. Yes? You will be sad now, but it will get easier as the time goes by. I'm sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear. And I wish you all the best. You said, keep doing what I am doing and don't give up. I have no plans to give up. But I'm so appreciative of your kind words. Yes, Amanda, I I realize that you came back popping. You're popping, man. Very potent, shooting up. I love it. So it says, on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. My. I love it. I love it, dear Amanda. So I'm going to say, Ruko, take care of yourself, my love. And sadness is imminent. We all go through sadness, yeah? But may God go with you on your journey and may you rest well. Yes? And don't be too sad for too long. Because if your brother already passed away, then he's gone. It's not going to come back. But I wish you well in everything that you do. In every single thing that you do, I wish you well. Amanda said, understand. I lost my kid brother at 13 years. No, 13 years ago, and he would have been 40 on the 12th. So I feel what you're going through. You hear that, Ruko? Or dear Amanda Dilworth says she's feeling what you're going through. Because her brother passed away 13 years ago. All my parents died in 2018. So sadness is sadness, really, but they were old. My grandmother was 93. My dad was 80 something. My mom was early 70s. But at least they live a fair bit of life, you know? So, but for somebody to pass away as a teenager, 20 years, that means they didn't live any big life, you know? So it must be very sad. But as I said, my condolences to you. Lacey says, hi. How are you, my love? I hope you're well. We are writing, guys. Write with me. Tonight, our prompt is on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. That's the prompt. So I'll tell you what we've got so far. It says, on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. That's what we have so far. So, periwinkle lipstick. Listen, we've been talking about, me and my daughter been talking about this periwinkle. She don't know what shade is periwinkle. So on Sunday we went out to the shops, and so fortunately we found a lady in the shop. She was shopping as well. And her earrings were periwinkle. And I said to my daughter, that's the earring. So we stopped the lady and we were talking to her. And we were saying, we're just looking at, I'm just showing, I said to her, I'm just showing my daughter your earring because she don't know what shade is periwinkle. The first time I heard periwinkle, I didn't know what it is myself. So I had to Google it. And it's a contrast between sky blue and green kind of thing. So, oh my God, we made those two people day in the shopping because we were laughing about this periwinkle and chatting about it and all this. Aging is an honor, not a promise. That's it. That's true. That's true. And we don't know how long our lives going to be, you know, but we have to do things that will probably add years to our life, like eat well, you know, not smoking, not drinking. Those things will shorten your life even. And then you have on the other hand, you have like all accidents, people killing people and all these things. But man, Kieran Gray, what about you, Kieran? Matthew Garrod, hi, how are you? Guys, we've got a question here. Weird existing law. That's a question on the billboard. Weird existing law. It's, Amanda says we're going to add to the poem. It's a bone deep chill. It's a bone deep chill. A damp, a D-A-M-P, heavy, cloak, the smell of the earth and the ghost of the smoke. The smell of the earth, the smell of the let me see with this spelling here, Amanda. Just let me Google a bit. All right. So the earth that you're talking about is not the earth that we are walking on. You're talking about earth, hearth. So it says the floor of a fireplace, the base or lower part of a furnace where molten metal collects. So that's I just want to make sure that's the one you're talking about. So it's a bone deep chill, a damp heavy cloak, the smell of the earth, Hearth, and the ghost of the smoke, and the ghost of the smoke. But inside the shadows, tucked out of the storm, but inside of the shadows, tucked out of the storm, tucked out of the storm. The heart keeps a flicker. The heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. To stay bright and warm. Wow, wow, wow. Hurt. It's like an old time. Yes, I did. Listen, I didn't know of that spelling. So that's why I Googled it. Because normally we drop the H on the floor. So we would say earth. But that's hurt, you know? So I had to Google it to make sure I know what it is. So it said it's a fireplace down there where metal, whatever. So it makes clear to me. So Amanda, we are seeping through. Yes, I get it. We are seeping through. We are tempering speed with stillness. I'm going to read it full so you can hear it. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, today is the 17th, 17th of the 2nd, 2026. The trees stand naked, skeletal, and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a warmth that won't abate. It's a bone-deep chill, a damp, heavy cloak, the smell of the earth, and the ghost of the smoke. But inside of the shadows, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. Girl, you got me there. It's beautiful. I like it. I like it, Miss Amanda. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's beautiful. So, guys, how are we faring? What's going on? We had that sad news on here because one of my guy here just lost his brother in an accident. These things will always find us. Sadness. Sometimes in the heights of, like my grandmother always say, in the midst of life there is death. So sometimes in the midst of just living and focusing and trying to do the right thing, then something comes up that make you sad. But that is life. We can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. Let me find something to read in the meantime, guys. We are collaborating this poem, and the prompt is on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. Tell me some of the things that could happen. Tell me how you have to wrap up in whatever blanket or whatever you have. Could be an electric blanket, could be just a nice warm blanket. So those are some of the little things you can talk about. It's wet. The night is dark, it's wet, it's cold, and it's winter. Come on, guys, Amanda said. Come on, guys, do some writing. I love it too. No, we need everyone else to drop a line. Exactly. So, guys, if you come on here and you drop a line, then that will make the collective more magnificent. If you drop a line, Amanda drop a line, and we all drop a line, I will do the editing. So whatever there is to drop in it, I will drop it in it. So when I'm next on, I will tell you the full-blown poetry that I came up with. So I'll drop mine in on a later date, but you tell me what you've got. What's up, my Rasta sister, Roderica? Nothing much is up, I'm just tempering speed with stillness. There's not a lot that's up. I'm giving thanks and gratitude and credence because I am so awake. I am alive and well and kicking. How are you faring, Roderick? How is it? How is it going for you? Are you good? Are you happy? How is it going, mate? The only thing I can say I was extra, I was in the Caribbean for 2 weeks. I was down Jamaica, having a little holiday and a little reflection and a little rest and a little family time, like, you know what I mean? But I'm back here now. I'm back here. Come on, guys, we need to curate this poem. The prompt is on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. That's the prompt. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. So I'll tell you what we've got so far. The trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. It's a bone-deep chill, a damp, heavy cloak, the smell of the earth, and the ghost of the shadows of the smoke. But inside of the shadows, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. If I add on it, no need, no need to sound the alarm. It's only winter. It's only winter. And it's cold. Just wrapped up warm and keep calm. That's my little bit of, I go through it now so you can hear it. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of chalk, coal, and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. It's a bone deep chill, a damp, heavy cloak, the smell of the earth, and the ghost of the smoke. But inside of the shadows, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. No need to sound the alarm. It's only winter and it's cold. Just wrapped up warm and keep calm. That's the bit I added. Who are you? How did you say? Amanda. Tempering time with patience. You can say that. I normally say tempering speed with stillness. Okay, I like what you've said. You just said. Yes, thank you. Crap. I forgot it already. Tempering speed with stillness. But you said that, and that's good. Tempering time with patience. Tempering time with patience. I love, Amanda, I love what you think. And I love what you said there. Tempering time with patience. Or you could say tempering patience with time. You know what I mean? How did you say? Yes, that's what I say. Sahabit. Sahabit says, who are you? You must, you're, I bet you are not from the West, Sahab. Sahabit. I bet you are not from the West. Amanda says, we are a bunch of friends writing poetry. Drop a line. That's it. We are a bunch of friends writing poetry. So drop a line. The prompt is, on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. That's the prompt. Otherwise, guys, you can answer the question here. A weird existing law. A weird existing law. What do you have to say about that? A weird existing law. So we're saying tempering speed with stillness. We are tempering time with patience. We can also temper patience with time. Big love, guys. Big respect, big manners. Thank you. I like how you're thinking. I like your what you come up with, Amanda. What you came up with. So, guys, I was listening to something yesterday. I must share it with you. It says, I don't know if you know that, guys, we not only have five senses, you know. They told us that we have five senses. We have more than five senses. When you put them together, we have about 15 senses. Here goes. We have five common sense. Yes, senses, five common senses. And it's sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. That's the five common senses. The second five senses that we have is mental sense. There are mental senses, the second one. So we have five common ones, five mental senses, which is imagination, memory, intuition, reason, and willpower. That's the second five sentences that we have, senses. The third five senses that we have, they are spiritual senses. No, they said not everybody is going to have that spiritual senses. You have it, but not everybody know how to tap into them and make them work, make those senses work for you. Yes? So you have to keep that connection with the Most High God. You have to read your Bible, you have to pray, you have to go out in nature, and that's how you're going to work on the five spiritual senses that you have. So the first one is clear audience, clear sentience, clear alliance, clear gustance, and clairvoyance. That's your five spiritual senses. But as I said, not we all have them because we were born with them. But not everybody is going to activate them because people don't know. The people don't know, and you have to be awoke or awake. I don't know. You have to be in the know to know all these things and to know how to make them work for you. Yeah, I hope it makes sense because it's true. Aya is just weird. How weird is it, Amanda? Where is it weirder than Jamaica? How weird is it? A weird existing law. How weird is that law in Ohio? Ohio. Hey, what a pronunciation. So come on, guys, we're writing. Write with me, collab with me, co-author. We're almost through with this. We've got about 2 verses. We can do 3 verses if you don't mind, Amanda. I'm going to read what we. Okay. So, guys, we were writing on the 10th. Today is Tuesday. I think it was Sunday. We start one of the writing, but it never come to much. But I'll tell you what I've got so far on that one on Sunday that we did. The prompt was, what if tomorrow never comes? So we have on that one, up the sky later fades into the light, the only now remains, and tomorrow is out of sight. The future's ghost has fled. Gone are the some days and the fear of all the words unsaid. We might never know because we would all be dead. Jesus was nailed to the cross and he bled. That's what we have for Sunday, and nobody else participates. So that was it. So I'm going to tell you what I have for tonight so far. It says, The prompt is on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. OIO. Yes, that's what I recognize. I realize that's what that spells. Laugh out loud. So I'm going to tell you what we have tonight. The prompt is on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. The trees stand naked. I could write a story on this prompt here, You can, because we live through the winter. We know what all the gist of it. So I could write a full-blown story on this prompt here. On a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, it's also a starter for the story. So I'll tell you what I've got for the poem. It says, stand, the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. It's a bone deep chill, a damp, heavy cloak, the smell of the earth and the ghost of the smoke. But inside of the shadow, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. No need to sound the alarm, it's only winter and it's cold. Just wrapped up warm and keep calm. Weeping may endure through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Yes, I am trying to think with you, Amanda. I want to put something else in here. It says, just wrap up warm and keep calm. The storm will soon be past. The storm will soon be past. And nothing, the storm will soon be past, and nothing on earth, EARTH, on earth will last. See, so I've put something in there. The storm will soon be past, and nothing on earth will last. No banners are flying, no trumpets will call, just the rhythmic wet thud and the winter's long fall. A dark, lonely spark in the heart of the night carries on. How beautiful is that? Nothing will last. Let me put that down here because I'm going to add on that last bit. So I'm going to put yours there. No banners are flying. No banners are flying. No trumpets will call. I love it, Amanda. Will call. Just the rim thick, rhythmic. Just the rhythmic, wet thud and the winter's long fall. wet thud, and the winter's long, and the winter's long. The winter's long fall. A dark, lonely spark, lonely spark in the heart of the night, of the night. The night carries on. Then you say, then the night carries on. I love it. Wherever I and oh my God, Amanda, I love it. You can ask me a question in Cloud Technology 6795. You can ask me a question. Please do. How are you faring, my love? How's you? I'm good, man. God is good all the time. Tell me one advice which you want to give to your younger self. My younger self. If I could look back now and tell my younger self, I would say, don't hesitate. Just go get it. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to be, don't procrastinate. Go and get it. No, as my younger self, I was a go-getter still. Yes, but I was born and bred in Jamaica, growing up in Jamaica. A lot of things were not ready available to us. You get it? So the struggle was kind of real, but I did pretty much because by the time before I was 20, before I was 20 years old, I have my own business. I send myself I used to work in a bar to fund my college fees to go to college. I did hairdressing and nails. And in the same time, I was building my shop, my business. Yes. So I wasn't one of the person to sit down and wait for a handout or wait for people to come and save me. I was kind of on my way. But in the midst of that, then the devil creep in, and my next door neighbor burned down my shop. And that kind of stalled me for a while. But I could also tell my younger self that I should be aware of people because not everybody is happy for you. So I would tell my younger self that to be careful. Thread careful. Don't tell people your thoughts, what you're going to do. Just do it. And don't trust people. No matter who they are, don't trust them. Because they are not what they seem. So I could tell my younger self that also. Be aware. Because sometimes the same person you sleep with and dine with, they're the ones who hurt you the most. No, this lady wasn't a relative of mine, but she was my mother's next door neighbor. And when everybody was moving on in their lives and doing their own thing and trying to make their future, they were just sitting down being bad mind of other people and me. You know what I mean? So just be aware. That's what I would tell my younger self. Be aware of people because they are not what they seem. They will laugh with you, but they will also break you. In close says, you're a fight? I am a fighter. Until the day I die. I will not give up, no matter what. Even if somebody destroy my body, they cannot destroy my soul because my soul is the real me. You get it? So just fight like a soldier. That's all you have to do. And just be vigilant, be aware. Be aware because it's not everybody who is for you. It's not everybody who is with you is for you. Yes? So just pop your eyes out and watch people. Amanda Dillard says, I had many friends when I entered my college. No, only one, as everyone back bitched me and I got to know somehow. I don't believe and asked them. Then they acknowledge they did so. I don't talk to them. Just be aware of people. Trust me. I I am so naive. I am very naive, especially in them days when I was growing up, because I was thinking, oh, everybody happy for me. Before I was 20, I had my own business, entrepreneurship. I'm doing my own thing, and I think, oh my God, everybody's happy for me. They're happy to see me, not hanging about smoking weed and drinking and behaving disorderly. And I was thinking that, but people wasn't happy for me. And they were older people. Old people could be my parents. They were old people. They could be my grandparents. And they were there watching me doing my thing and being bad mind and try to destroy me. But trust me, if God is with you, no one can be against you. They can destroy whatever they're destroying, and they can do whatever they're doing to you, but you have to have that conviction. You have to have that conviction that they can't kill your soul. I don't know why people have a fake mask in clothes. I know, but it's everywhere. It's not only in Jamaica, it's everywhere. But I can tell you from my culture, and I can tell you from Jamaica because I live it. But it's everywhere. People Rarely find people who are happy for you to succeed. Some people just want them to be here and keep you there. That's most people idea, that they're here and they keep you there. But if you have your conviction and your good intention and your desire, that will rise you or raise you. I don't know how you say it, but that will certainly bring you out. You know what I mean? Ezra Blevy, me love your channel and me so proud of you. Thank you. You said here, Mummy. I'm so proud of you, Mummy. You're one young soul where make me want call you me sister. Positive vibes, good vibration, and love. Keep up the good work. God bless you. I said, God bless you, but I be more you and give you grace. Thank you for those words that you just gave me. And because of those words, I be more you. Yes, because that's all we want. Somebody to encourage us to keep going. No matter what the situation, we want people behind us to encourage us to keep going. It's not over until it's over. Keep going, keep pedaling on, keep moving, keep writing, keep doing lives, keep going. That's all we want. But some people would never give you that because you're going to be better than them. But I thank you. I thank you for those words, Ezra. God bless you. Amanda Dilward says the shadows are longer, they stretch, okay, so we have some more on here. Guys, let me write this. We're writing a poem. We are on the Write With Me charter, yeah? So the prompt tonight was, let me just read it. The prompt was, on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. So in Cloud says, I was happy when In Claude says, I was happy when at home, then I went to college to study and had so much mental breakdown, backstabbing by the people I love. I know. They are the ones who are not happy for you. Sometimes it's better you have enemies because the enemies, they won't come near. Their enemies will stay away, but the friends them that you keep, those are the ones who are closer to you. They poison your drink. That's what they do. Maybe not literally, but they poison your drink. Ezra says, unfortunately, me not have none time for people where try keep people where me care about away from me bad people, bad mind, me tired bad. Me only real friend are Yahweh Almighty. Big love. I am so good and I'm so happy for you because that's all we have. Yes, that's all we have, Yahweh. In God says, as soon as something goes wrong, I feel like it's over, but with time I heal. Yes, you have to heal. You have to heal, my love. Thank you for liking the live, guys. You have to heal because it's you, you know. I was reading this book from Marcus Garvey, and he says, when God gave you your life, it's for you. You have to want to do what you want to do. So when people try to put you down, you have to want to rise. Otherwise, you're going to stay down there. And they're going to laugh and they're going to have a feast about you staying down there. So you have to kick your life into motion and do what it takes to bring you out of whatever situation you're in. So Amanda said the shadows are longer. We are writing the poem as well, guys. We are collaborating, and the prompt is on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. So that's the prompt for the poem, for the spoken words, yes? The shadows are longer, they stretched and they creep. They stretched and they creep. While the roots of the world, while the roots of the world are buried in sleep. Hey, are buried in sleep. I love it already. The the wind is a scavenger. The wind is a scavenger. Hollow and thin. Hollow and thin. Looking for cracks where the dark can get in. Looking for cracks where the dark can get in. Wow, Amanda, that's beautiful. I think it is going so beautifully magnificent. So Ezra says, unfortunately, I have no time. Listen, Ezra, I like your accent. I am reading it. It sounds like how you write it. That's how I'm reading it. Yes. So let me read it again. Ezra says, unfortunately, me no have no time for people. We try keep people when me care about away from me bad people. Bad mind, me tired, bad. Me only real friend are Yahweh Almighty. I love it. Thank you for that. Big love. In closes, as soon as anything goes wrong, I feel life is over. But with time, life is not over, mate. In clothes, it's not over until it's over. My grandmother would say, if a man don't dead, don't call him duppy. And duppy is another word we use for ghost. So Jamaica people don't say there's a ghost down there. They said the person is a duppy. When you die, Jamaica people call you a duppy. Yeah? So I grew up with my grandmother always says, if a man don't dead, don't call him duppy. So no matter what your situation, and if you feel like you're on the bottom, you're low down there, as long as you're breathing, as long as you have life, you can change things. Things can change. Tomorrow can be different. This moment you're down, the next moment you could be flying a big jet. So my grandmother said, if a man don't dead, don't call him duppy. Yes? Yeah? In clothes. You're amazing. Big love. Big respect. I have to be amazing for me first. Yes? So my amazingness is for my sake, for me first. And then I can show my amazingness to others, because life is like this. It's not always smooth sailing for me, but I rise. I said to somebody the other day, when the lady burned my shop down, for about 7 years, I was dead. Not literally, but I was down there for about 7 years. Couldn't rise. But on the 8th year, I rise. Yes, I rise. Because no situation on earth is permanent. I rise. And I did well there before I embark on the journey to England. But it was a struggle. It was lion. And no, the lions and the hyenas and the wild dogs, they are the stuff that I've been through. The bad mind, the jealousy of the people, the red eye. Those were my hyenas and my lions. And I have to be slipping and sliding and hiding and running and diving and all these things to get out of it. But my intention was good. So that's what bring me to the forefront. My intentions always good. I love people. There's nothing I can't do for someone. So that's also part of my survival, because it wasn't all that easy. But I came through. And I'm pedaling on still because I rise. So I hope somebody is listening and taking this encouragement, because nothing is permanent on this earth. Whatever you go through, it will pass. It will pass, and then we die. But it will pass. Trust me, it will pass. So just be encouraged. Be encouraged and keep doing what you're doing. You remember my name? I bet in clothes. Technology. Name, I bet not. I wonder if it's M for music. Are you M for music? You keep changing your names, guys. I've never changed mine on here. Hot dog, say hi. Greetings, my love. In clothes says a human has to go through a lot of suffering to be able to talk like you do. Yes, it wasn't smooth sailing. It was a lot of hunger. That's what bring me to writing books, because I write my feelings in it. I wrote about the things I've seen and I've lived and I've been through. I wrote about them in poetry. I wrote about them in stories. In clothes says a human has to go through a lot of suffering to be able to talk like you do. Yes, that is why I can be empathetic also, because I know the days when there was no food. So if I'm out the street, and even though here in England they said you mustn't feed the people them on the street, you mustn't give them anything, you must take it to they have a couple places in my town here where they said if you have some change, you give it to them and then they will give them food. I don't know, but I will take my last cup of tea and give it to someone, because I know those days. I know I live them. And I'm not a person who brag and show off and boast. I'm a person who is humble and grateful. No ding dong ditching at dog says. I also sent you a video when you were in Jamaica. Laugh out loud. I don't know if you've seen it. I was so worried about. Yeah, I saw the text on Messenger, Amanda. I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, because the thing is, when I'm in Jamaica, in which part, because I live in the hills. I live in the hills there, where we should get good reception for Wi-Fi, but for some reason the Wi-Fi wasn't coming on. No Wi-Fi. Besides that, the phone I was using is a phone I bought off TikTok. It's called Infinix 40. I bought it off TikTok. I've got it for a while, for probably about 2 years. I've got the phone. Nice little phone. The phone is so nice. But I was there and then my battery went dead, 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 because I couldn't find the charger. You have all these things, pack up everything in the room, everything did a so, did a so. I couldn't find the charger and the phone went dead. And no amount of charger I use in Jamaica could charge that phone. For days the phone wouldn't charge. I have it on a plug for about 2 days. No charge would come to the phone. So I wasn't so much on the internet there, because it's only when if I go to town I can probably squeeze somebody Wi-Fi or something. You know what I mean? So I didn't get to. At one time I just said, you know what, let me just leave it and enjoy the moment there. When I get back, I know in England here, internet don't go away. Reception is always booming, you know? So I'd leave it. But and days after I came back, I wasn't too active on messengers. But when I went there, Amanda, and I saw your message, I was saying, oh my God, Amanda, send me a message. So I replied to it there and then. So I don't know if you noticed I replied. These Jamaican things, man, and if I took the internet from here over there, I can't pay the bill. It will be too much to pay. So I just have to not put it in my cast, because it's I tell you. Oh, in clothes, Agrima from India. How are you doing? Oh, yes. I remember you, Agrima. I remember. Well, you have to, if you change your name, you have to keep reminding me. That's what it is. I was worried about you too because I was worried about all of you because I couldn't even get to do my live on here, and I was fretting and I was saying, oh my God, I don't know how long I'm going to be away from my family over here in YouTube and stuff. So I was a little bit worried, but as I said, it wasn't permanent staying there. So I said, well, let me just have fun for the little time. Even there was not much fun to do because things take up time. But yes, but I did see in Cloud says, should I be nice or talk to people who did bad to my mental peace? I think God removed them from my life. Yes, God, if you pray and ask God to remove them, God will remove them. That lady that burned my shop down many years ago, I couldn't forgive her. I couldn't find forgiveness for her because when you're young and you think you're making your life because you probably my parents, they struggle as well. So I was the first one for my mom and dad, and I said I don't want to struggle. So I put myself together and doing my thing. And somebody spoiled it. So I couldn't forgive her for many years. And then suddenly one year I went to Jamaica, and when I went there, I was going up to where it's a lane where my mom lived, and I was going into the lane. And I could, as far as I could see on the top of the lane, she was coming down and I was down the bottom going up. And I spotted her and I took my eyes off her and I was walking and I was reflecting and I was thinking. And when I got up to, that's why, guys, listen, you don't have to force anything. Everything that is going to be is already been. Everything that is going to come to you, it is already. Just keep pedaling on. Yeah. So by the time when I got up to her, guys, I didn't plan on even speaking to the woman because I was looking the other side of the road. But by the time I get up to her, I just find myself saying hello to her. So I said hello. I said hello to her and she answered. And that was it. And that's when I realized that I have forgiven her. Because I couldn't even bear to pass her before, you know? But at that moment, when my mouth opened to speak hello to her, that's when I got the conviction or I've got the utterance that she's no longer in my heavens. I've forgiven her. It was that easy. But for many years, I hated this woman. For many years, I hated her. But I bring myself to that forgiveness, and that's it. In Cloud says everyone say money can't buy happiness, but I think it do buy. It's Dubai. It's essential. It could be Dubai. I know money can't buy happiness. You have to find happiness within yourself, and then money will come. But you can't buy it. You can't. Those things are free. Happiness, peace. You have to cultivate it, you know? No amount of money can make it that, because right now, I'm telling you, if you go to Jamaica, like England, you have rich people and you have people who are poor, are under the. Same in Jamaica. And sometimes the happiest people in Jamaica is the ones that don't have no money. There was a vibe down there, guys, when I was there. The full of vibe. The vibe that's in Jamaica, it's not here in England. You can't find it here. Day long sunshine, people drinking, people eating, people playing music, people hustling, people. The vibe that's there, you will not find it here. And some of them can't even buy themselves anything, but they are so happy. They are happy. They have good vibration with no money. And then you find some people who have the money and they're thinking about the money. They're worried about the money. They can't sleep at night because they have this expensive car, and the car probably leave down at the road, and they're thinking that, oh my God, somebody might thief the car or somebody might break it or some. So they're not happy. One guy I know, his car, he's got one of these. They have some little bus called Noah. They about, you can get them for varied price. Some for 2 point something million, some for 1 point something million. And he parked his at his gate. And the morning when he came out, the car wasn't there. Somebody stole it. So I think I want money, but I think sometimes, I'm not going to kill myself to make money. I'm not going to kill myself to make it, because sometimes just take what you want. Just have what just make sure you can eat well and you sleep well, you live well. But for the other extra money that you're going to put in the bank and leave it there and be a fool of it and think about it, it's worse than not having it. That's my thoughts anyway. So I'm not going to be bad mind somebody for their money. I'm not going to be envious. I'm not going to kill myself to make money like that, because it's good to afford your life and live. And what I realize, the people with money, they don't give away money. And that's why they have money, because they don't give it away. On the double now, I will give. If I have it, I'm going to help somebody with it, somebody who need it. I wouldn't take my money and give it to charity. Like, let's say I win the lottery. Let's say I win the smallest amount, maybe £1 million in the lottery. I would not give that money. I wouldn't give a penny to the charity, because anybody with charity already rich. They already have their money. I would look for people who need that money, individual. I wouldn't give it to charity to give people. I would give it myself. I would give a 10 over there, a 10 over there. Know somebody in that community who is not well off, who struggle day-to-day struggle, and I would give them a 5 there, give a 5 there, give a 5 over there, give a 5 there. That's how I would disperse my money. I wouldn't give it to charity, because they're already rich. The colorful shawl in the video is the one I made for you. Oh, I have to go and look. When I'm finished here, Amanda, I'll have to go and look for it. Everyone say money can't buy happiness. It sure can't. You got worried when you heard of the earthquake. And as I said, we in Jamaica, I didn't feel it, because Jamaica is not very big. But sometimes if they have an earthquake in Kingston, we down in Hanover, we don't hear it or we don't feel it. And the people live there. They don't know what's happened there. Like me live here now, and I have to tune in to see what's going on there. I can tell you every if a pin drop in Jamaica, I'm living in England, and I can tell you. But when you're in Jamaica, the pin could have dropped 10, 15, 20 times. You don't know. It's crazy how it is. In Cloud says, "Oh, have you drink alcohol?" Yes, I drink sometimes. Not like some people drink and drunk. I'll have a beer. Like I was in Jamaica, I had one beer because it was nice and cool and it was hot there. So I had a red stripe day. But I'm not a drinker like some people get up every day and drink a bottle of wine, drink. No, no, I don't drink like that. But I'll drink something. It depends on the mood. It depends on the company. I'll probably have a small drink or something, but I'm not a drinker. Wow, you said hello to your enemy. Forgiveness, is it too easy? Nope, I can't ever forgive, even if then I will never talk. No, no, you have to learn to forgive. It might take you sometimes, but some time, but you have to forgive because forgiveness, you see me hating on this woman who destroyed my business. Me hating on her hurt me more than how it's hurting her because she did what she did. And she got the result that she wanted because she wanted to stop me from achieving. So she got the result. So that was it. She forget about me and what she did to me. So me carrying it for 20 years, it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing for me to carry that unforgiveness, you know, because it was hidden. It was hidden in my memory lobe. See, remember I told you 2024 got a bleed on my brain. It's all these injustice and these things that I go through in my life. They farm around here. They're around here. Sometimes I'm driving in my car on my own, and something terrible, some injustice in my life came to the forefront here and my front lobe, and it makes me sad. But when the good things come from here and come here, you'll find me laughing in my car and just laughing because they're good memories. But when the bad one comes around here, I'm dead. You know what I mean? So me forgiving her, it was a good thing for me because then I let her go. She's not here. I let her go. I leave it alone. I'm finished. It's done. I wipe it out. I wipe it off. I wipe it out. I'm finished. But carrying it for 20 years wasn't easy. That was heavy. Because I was thinking, especially when I come to England here and I face struggle here. I face struggle here. And I think if I will know, I could be dead because so many people died over the years there. So many things could happen to me. But when I reflect on it, it was a heavy burden to carry. So I had to let it go. You know what I mean? I had to let it go. So I let it go. And I'm glad I did. So it doesn't bother me anymore. It's behind me. So forgiveness is a good thing. So next time somebody hurt you guys, it's not easy, and it will take time. But take your time and learn to let it go and to forgive for your own sake, not for them. Because I did not forgive her for her. I did not forgive her for her. I forgive her for me. You get it? And that's what we have to do. Are you feeling sleepy? I can see in your eyes. In clothes. No, I'm not sleepy. I'm pretty much alive. My great Yahweh is too good to be true, with the morning sun and the sky so blue. You guide my foot, you lift my head, and make sure that my family is well fed. I love it. Ezra says, no matter how the tempest them roar, are you at the rock, the open door. Hallelujah, Jah. Me praise your name. Loud, higher than the mountain, higher than the cloud. Yahweh, be praised. Selah. I love it. Big up Frank Field, Clarendon, Jamaica. Big love. Amanda says we warmed up, so I was definitely doing the happy dance when my toilet unfroze. I never been so happy to use a flushing toilet again. As I said, Jamaica is so high above sea level. We will not feel the earthquake, but we feel storms and lightning. That's it. You know, when you're not prepared for off grid, it's no fun. In man, it's dire. It's like when I go to my yard there, I have to fix my brain that this is going to be it for the next 14 days or how long I'm spending. I have to tell my brain, send the message to my brain. No, you're not going to have things like in England. You walk in there to the fridge, or it's different. It's different there. You're not going to just walk into the kitchen and as you see, I put the video here where we tear down the old bit, because that old bit, we used to cook in it. So now I need to make a kitchen there, proper kitchen. And I haven't got a cent, so I don't know how I'm going to curate that money now to build the kitchen, because it's not cheap there, man. Nothing is cheap there. But I will try. I start the begging. I've got no money, but I need to do it. That when I'm there, at least I can relax and be comfortable like I'm here. You know? When you're not prepared, should I go and say, I forgive you, even if they're not sorry? Yes. Yes, in cloud, for you. You forgive them for you, not for them. I don't drink. I'm a ganja partake. I laugh out loud. Good night. It's 3 a.m. in clouds. Good night. Big love, big respect. Thank you for your participation in tonight. Yeah, big love. So, Amanda, I think are we finished with this writing? Because I need to write. So I like Ezra stuff. I'll put it in a different poem anyway, but I like when Ezra wrote. He says nice things. You said hello to your enemy. Yes. Sometimes we have to greet the enemies. Sometimes we have to sit down and eat with the enemies, but we have to watch our food because they will poison it. We sit and eat with them, but we must not take our focus off our drink or the food because they will poison it. But as long as you're aware, you're safe. Amanda, I'm going to tell you what I have in the poem, and then I'm going to write. We could finish it here. We got about 3 verses. Or if you have something else. And then I'm going to write what Ezra wrote on here. Because I like he's got some good things also. So the prompt tonight was on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter. The trees stand naked, skeletal, and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. It's a bone deep chill, a damp heavy cloth, the smell of the earth, and the ghost of the smoke. I like that. But inside of the shadows, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. No need to sound the alarm. It's only winter and it's cold. Just wrap up warm and keep calm. The storm will soon be past and nothing on earth will last. No banners are fluffy. No banners are flying. No trumpets will call. Just the rhythmic wet thud and the winter's long fall. A dark, lonely spark in the heart of the night. Then the night carries on. The shadows are longer, they stretch and they creep, while the roots of the world are buried in sleep. The wind is a scavenger, hollow and thin, looking for cracks where the dark can get in. Amanda, you should tap yourself on your shoulder. That's beautiful. That's magnificent. I like it. Yes, there is no end, only beginning to this winter trend. Only beginning to this winter trend. You've got my full attention. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm going to write what Ezra put here because I think he should write a book. He's a good writer, man. It says, my great Yahweh is too good to be true, with the morning sun and the sky so blue. You guide my foot, you lift my head, and make sure that my family is well fed. I like it. I'm going to start a poem with that alone. Yes? My great Yahweh. Let me put your name on it. E-Z-E-X-E-Z EZRA Ezra dot BLEVI BLEVI. My great Yahweh is too good to be true. Is too good to be true. With the morning sun and the sky so blue. With the morning sun and the sky so blue. You guide my foot. Could I say feet? You guide my feet. You guide. I should write it like you wrote it here. You guide my feet. You lift my head. You lift my head. And make sure that, and make sure that my family well fed. I like it. And the next bit says, no matter how the tempest them roar. This is full-blown Jamaican dialect. No matter how the tempest them roar, are you at the rock, the open door? Hallelujah. Me praise your name, Lord, higher than the mountain, higher than the cloud. I like it, mate. I like it. No matter how the tempest, no matter how the tempest them roar, are you at the rock? Are you at the rock? The open door. Hallelujah. Me praise your name. Me praise your name. We praise your name loud, higher than the mountain, higher than the mountain. I like it. Higher than the cloud, higher than the cloud. Yahweh be praised, Selah. Selah. So big up Frankfield, Clarendon, Jamaica. Jamaica born and bred. Big up Frankfield in Clarendon, Jamaica. Big love. We weren't up here, so I was definitely doing the happy dance. Amanda, let me know if this is part of the poem. I don't know. We warmed up here, so I was definitely doing the happy dance. When my toilet unfroze, I never been so happy to use a flushing toilet again. I don't know if it's part of the thingy. Jamaica is so high above sea level, we will not feel the earthquake, but we feel storms and lightnings. True. True, only some part will feel the earthquake. I think it was up Clarendon and St. Elizabeth the other day when the big one came. In closer should I don't drink good night like 3 a.m. In clothes have a good night's sleep, my love. I love you. Love you so much, Agrima. Amanda said, can you do like can you do like a learn? Stay. What's a learn stay, Amanda? I don't know if I understand. Yes, I think I am out of line for tonight. Laugh out loud. We've got a good flow. I tell you, I just read it to you. We've got a good flow there for tonight. When I'm editing it, I'll add something to it. But we've got a good flow. We've got about so far 17 of the 2026. So far, we've got a good little flow there. We've got about 3 verses. And for some poems, 3 verses is good. I did some poems, and those poems are like 6, 7, 8 verses because they are more autobiography about my life and where I'm from. So those ones are very long, but like this one here, it's a good three paragraphs, 3 verses. It's good for this one. As I said, I could turn it into a full-blown story with about 2,000-3,000 words. But we'll see, because this I am preparing one EP poetry thing to be published. And so all I'm getting now, I'm just going to cram it in that one book because I want to go on to write more stories than, so because I already have 2 books of poetry. So these are some new ones that I want to put in. But I want to engage in deeper stuff, like deeper stories, deep stuff kind of thing. But I'm not giving up poetry because in my stories, there are poetry in my stories. So I make sure I'll add them in. You know what I mean? Can you do? I don't know what a learn stay is, Amanda. I'm not sure. Yes, I think I'm out of lines. Thank you. Ezra, love it. Yes, I'll read it one more time before I go because I will go. Almost 2 hours now, so I will go in a bit. But let me read it through one more time so that you can get the fullness of it. Yes? It says, on a wet, cold, and dark night in winter, the trees stand naked, skeletal and thin, while the frost tries to find a way under the skin. The sky is a bruise of charcoal and slate, leaking a rhythm that won't abate. It's a bone deep chill, a damped, heavy cloak, the smell of the earth, and the ghost of the smoke. But inside of the shadows, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. Amanda says, like, have people come to your yard and stay for free if they help work the land. Yes, we want to do something like that. Amanda, listen. You are the first, but you have a free stay at my house anytime. But I'll tell you when you're gonna come. Yes, because I want to be there when you come in. I want to get you at Montego Bay, so we'll arrange it. We'll arrange it. Like if I go there like today, and you are coming tomorrow. So I'll arrange it so you can come and I'll pick you up at Montego Bay. Yes? That's how I want it to be. But go and prepare yourself because I will tell you when I want you to come. Yes? So you can enjoy all those goodness. If you want a week, a 2 week, if you want a month, 6 months, 1 year, I'll let you know. Okay. So he's reading the poem. It says, but inside of the shadow, tucked out of the storm, the heart keeps a flicker to stay bright and warm. No need to no need to sound the alarm. It's only winter and it's cold. Just wrap up warm and keep calm. The storm soon will pass and nothing on earth will last. No banners are flying, no trumpets will call. No banners are flying, no trumpets will call. Just the rhythmic, wet thud and the winter's long fall. A dark, lonely spark in the heart of the night, then the night carries on. The shadows are longer, they stretch and they creep, while the roots of the world are buried in sleep. The wind is a scavenger, hollow and thin, looking for creeks where dark can get in. Beautiful. I love it. Guys, you make me happy tonight. I am booming with love. I like it, Amanda. This is perfect as it is. We say where the dark can creep, dark can get in, and we can say seal, so we seal it with that. Yeah? So we seal it there. Big love, big respect. I am so happy. I am so happy we did something tonight because I know sometimes, we have our own individual stuff to do. And sometimes the moment is not right for, like I might be free to come here and then you might not be free at the time. But if we make the days and we come and combine these things, it will be good. You know, it will be real good. So, guys, this is the plan. We are perfect. Yes. Big love, big respect, guys. You've been amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the evening. I am joyful. I am happy. Can you see? I am happy. We made something beautiful, something magnificent tonight. When it's rocky, I still have hope, When it seems like it's not working or it's not happening, my hope is there. I don't lose hope easily, but we want to make it a thing. Big love, big respect, big manners. Yes. Thank you. So, guys, I am going to go home now. I'm going to rest up. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the night. It's even though it's not early. It's not early here. Let me tell you what time is it. It's 9:30. 9:30 in the night. So I'm going to jump off. And thank you. Big love, big respect. I be more you and give you grace. May the peace of the Most High God be with you and your family. Always. Selah. Yes? Peace.